So I just kind of decided the other day that while I still have time left in Oxford, I want to videotape what I can, kind of as a means of journaling, because the truth about journaling is that I always mean to, and sometimes I do, and I sit down and I'll write like 7 pages of feelings and happenings in my life, and then I'll go like 5 months without writing anything, which is kind of what's happened while I've been here, which is not shocking. I mean, like, of course, I'm like, I can't believe I've been in Oxford and I haven't journaled that much, but it's really not that shocking because every phase of my life, I think, this is going to be the phase where I write out everything that happens because it's the most important part of my life, because it's the current part of my life. But somehow that hasn't happened while I've been here, which maybe is good because maybe it means I've been living my life, but it also means every single time I write in my journal, it's just like, sorry, I haven't written in so long, which is tiring. It's not, I don't know, maybe it is, whatever. But I just kind of decided, like, I don't know when I'll ever be able to go back to Oxford again, or come back here. And I know that I'm gonna really miss it when I get home. So I want to videotape as much as possible so that I can just look back and remember things and remember what they looked like. And I heard someone say once that, like, none of our memories are real, which is terrifying, but the thought that, like, we remember things, I'm gonna screw this up. I'm pretty sure it was also Charlie McDonald who said it. But something about how, like, every memory we have is just kind of a reinterpretation that our mind has made. It's from our perspective, so it's biased, and we kind of pinpoint and remember what we want to about situations. And I think which will always be a thing, because I can never, like, reproduce exactly, like, what's on my mind, exactly, because there's always more to it. Even right now, what I'm saying, it's like, there's what I'm saying, which is stream of conscious what I'm feeling, but then, like, layers of feeling behind that I probably don't even know that I'm feeling. Whatever. What was the point of that? All that to say that what I like about recording things on camera is, like, at least this is what it looked like, or this is one area of exactly what I felt at this moment. And I just like being able to capture that, and I know that there's a whole, like, you don't want to waste your life behind a camera. Like, when you're at a concert and everybody is looking through their phone to the people performing, and, like, on the one hand, I get that because I do that too, like, because you want to remember that moment, but you kind of don't get to actually experience the moment because you're trying so hard to remember it. But, so it's like I don't want to do that with Oxford. But I think I do want to try and record it just so that I can look back and have something semi-tangible to hold on to or to look at. And, like, I don't know. Right now in life, it just seems a lot easier to turn on a camera and, like, talk and have a quick 5-minute conversation with a camera. Then, like, I feel like when I start writing, I start, like, really hardcore processing everything I'm dealing with, which means it can turn into, like, a 5-hour process to just, like, get, like, everything out, like catharsis or whatever, purging of all of my emotions. But for the camera, it doesn't seem as much that way because it feels like I'm just talking and having a conversation. It's kind of like being on stage. That might be a terrible, I don't know, I haven't been on stage in years, but it feels like this idea of, like, you have a one go at it. So, yeah, today was potentially my last day in the library, in the Bodleian, in the upper reading room, which is my favorite place to go. Probably not, I'll probably go back tomorrow. But and I kind of want to go back and, like, sketch in there because you're technically not supposed to take pictures, so I kind of want to sketch what it looks like. But yeah, it's just interesting. I'm getting to the place where I'm gonna start saying goodbyes to everything, and, like, everything I do, I kind of have this worry or just like realization like, oh, this might be the last time I go here or do this or walk here or see this person. And a lot of it's really transient. Like, there's a lot of people who I recognize in the library because all of us are always there every day, and I've never talked to them, but I recognize them, and I keep just wondering, like, if I don't come anymore, I'll never see them again, or if they never go and I end up going back. Either way, it's like, oh, these people that I have no connection with, I might not ever see again, which is kind of sad, but not that sad, but still sad enough to make me contemplate it. So yeah, things are kind of winding down. I mean, the term is winding down. I'm almost done with all of my tutorials, and that is frightening. But I'm also ready to be home. I don't know. It's a time of juxtaposition, I guess. And I've been thinking about the word bittersweet, and everything is bittersweet. There's this Dr. Seuss quote that's like, don't be sad because it's over, be happy because it happened, or something. Which I think is kind of dumb. I mean, sorry, Dr. Seuss. I think it's okay to mourn things, and that it's good to mourn things, and to process them, and it's okay to be sad, and like, it's also good to move on from that sadness, but I think initially feeling that isn't a bad thing, and I think that's where we get the term bittersweet in general, because it is bitter to leave. It's bitter to have to say goodbye to things and to have to know that things are ending, but it's also sweet because I know I'm going back to my family, and to know that the only reason it's so hard to leave is because it's been such an incredible experience. So those are my thoughts today on June